perfect because it's around 26th of Jan. Our feelings are heightened, which is a great thing. And it's got action and like Sid corrected me, it's not just action, it's got romance and you know, it's a watch for the entire family to sit down together and be like, okay, this is what we're going to watch. So as a producer, when you're backing a project like this, do you think of all these layers or you're like, okay, this idea is great and then we build up on it?
I just want to say one thing before that because you kept saying action and romance. There's a story. There's an incredible story here.
Yes.
So just wanted to say
and
that.
an incredible story which is, you know, based on true events. So I just wanted to know, so how does it all come together for you?
So, you know, actually, I think we don't tell enough stories about our raw agents. What they do across borders in enemy land, we don't know enough. You know, we know the James Bond, we know the big action films that, you know, which is far away from what really happens to our heroes there. And I think for us, Mission Majnu was a personal account of what raw agents go through and what their struggles are, you know, the duality of their lives. And I think that personalization is really what the big USP of the script is. And I think that's what we hope will, you know, is something that the audiences will pick up as well.
I'm sure they will. Rashmika, I'm going to ask you, you know, a question which is based a little bit more about the music, which we haven't spoken about enough. Some of the tracks have caught on. We're listening to a few tracks even in the middle of the trailer. Right at the end, there's this really nice patriotic track. So that's the music of it. When we see the two of you together in a romantic track, there is, you know, as an on-screen Jodi, if you give me permission to use that word, you both look fantastic. What was it like? Day one with Sid on set. What was that for you like?
Do you remember the scene?
Oh no, really?
No, because it was such a quick, like I think after the COVID first lockdown is when we shot, and those 20 days, 25 days, 25 days was my sked, and I remember just being on set very nervous because this was the first Hindi film that I had shot. And I was very nervous with, I didn't know for sure what sort of working atmosphere it was. And of course, every new team that you walk into, every new character that you're doing and the story that you're saying, sort of like, you have that butterflies in your tummy, right? Before you walk into a set. But I think I remember that first sked in Lucknow it was very quick because I miss it so much. We had such a blast. We were constantly creatively on a high because we wanted to sort of like get it right, you know. And I remember doing that. We had rehearsals, we had readings, and at the same time we would go to the set and, you know, it was like quick work. And yeah, it was just like so amazing. I want to go back in time.
Well, that's a great review from day one at work. Garima, I'm just going to come to you. You know, being a producer, it's all about, like I would imagine, that it's all about making choices. And now about, you know, getting the action or the right director or getting romance and, of course, you know, what story you want to back. So what are the big choices that you had to make when it came to Mission Majnu?
Well, good evening, everyone. See, life is about making choices, right? And for this film, I think what binds us all together is the passion and the belief we had in the story. And then everything just flowed. I think we all just came together, and hopefully the film has come together very well, and hopefully all of you will enjoy it.
Absolutely. We're loving every bit of what we're seeing right now, whether it was on the big screen and even on stage. Monica, right before we open it out to the members of the press and everyone in the audience, my question to you, 11 days to go. What about Mission Majnu will strike a chord with the viewers of Netflix?
I think it's a film with a big, big heart. And I think that's what really, for me, that's what mattered when I, you know, sort of saw it, when I came to know about the story. And everyone's performances have come together so well. It's phenomenal direction. And I think the most important thing is that it's a story that we all must know. It's such an important part of history But like Ronnie rightly said, and Amar, that a lot of people don't know what's happened behind the scenes. It's one of the most daring covert missions. And I think as Indians, as people in this, citizens of this country, this film is, important at so many levels. But the most important thing for me is that it's big entertainment. It's big-hearted entertainment. It has everything for a family to watch. And for me, when I'm looking at stories, or we are all as a team picking up stories, it's very important that you're not just telling a story for a message. You have to entertain your audiences. And I think this film is so complete in its entertainment that I don't think once you start watching it that you can stop.
I fully agree with you. I mean, I've definitely marked my calendars. Thank you so much for talking to us. We're not letting you go. We're going to open it out to everyone in the hall. And of course, Sirf 11 Din Ka Intezar and Mission Majnu will be on Netflix for us to watch. एक कहानी जो अब तक किसी ने नहीं सुनी, उस कहानी को Netflix हम तक ला रहा है. But जो बात मुझे सबसे प्यारी लग रही है is the whole flavor of, of course, a love for the country. हम सब मजनू हैं देश के लिए, and I'm sure जब film release होगी, हम मजनू, Mission Majnu के लिए भी बन जाएंगे. I've said that many times, right? It's almost like a tongue twister. So I'm going to do exactly what all of you want me to do right now. Keep quiet and open it out. So members of the press, audience, anybody, questions? Please feel free to ask.
Hi, out here.
Yes.
Okay.
Lady at the back, please.
Hi, out here.
Okay,
Hi.
wow, okay.
Alice Peter from Bollywood Hangama. First of all, such an amazing trailer. Congratulations, you guys, for this one. Can't wait for it. My question's for Sidharth. When you play a role like this, where enough about it is out there for people to know, but yet there are moments where a lot is hidden. How do you prepare for a role like that? And how easy or difficult was it for you to switch between being a man on a mission and a man who's a Majnu?
So I think we actually technically don't know much about such covert missions because the purpose of it is to keep it a secret. None of the teams can really come out and claim they've done that, or we'll never get the exact details. But now possibly 50 years later we know, connecting the dots, and that's what our writers have done all the homework to make sure that we get the right balance of being authentic and yet add our flavor of commercial cinema onto it to make it a streamlined story. So the character that I play or we play are completely fictitious, but the events that happen in it are real, something that have happened. And we did a lot of readings and workshop. I remember in my house, be it Amar, Garima, Shantanu, we would just sit down and start doing readings of the script and coming up with ideas as to what and how we can do the particular scene. Even this sewing machine right here, this old school one, possibly is the same one that I've practiced and rehearsed on for that one scene, trying to get the actual authentic way of making clothes in 1970s. And I think the rest was something that we've all tried. Every scene was different. Every scene had a different flavor. So we're really excited for the 20th of Jan now. For people, this is my first time playing a spy, so I'm extremely excited to see what people think.
And sit on a scooter for the first time as well. So
yeah, even the scooter, even the 70s scooter with that lovely color. What do you call that color?
Lambrata, what is it?
Yeah, but that color is such a unique. There's a name for it, which none of us know. So that 70s scooter and this sewing machine for me.
Hi, Monica.
All right.
Hello. Hi, Pooja here from Awesome TV. Congratulations to the entire team. The trailer looks simply awesome. My question is to the director, Shantanu Bagchi. So the film is set in 1970s. So what were the most important elements you wanted to focus on to bring 1970s in life?
First of all, as Sid has already talked about, that he is driving a scooter, which normally in a Hindi film, hero will not drive, right? The way you have seen the trailer, you have seen the glimpses of it, that what is the environment, what is that world, what kind of costume they are wearing, what kind of vehicles you see, how the other people, the streets, or the architecture, okay, which has to resonate with the time period, which is this happening between 1974 and 1977. So these are the elements one would go for and try to see that if we can create that feel, okay, which is authentic, where your story blossoms, right?
Okay, Sid, it's your birthday month, so firstly, happy birthday in advance.
Oh, thank
and
you.
You're already treating all your fans with this amazing, beautiful trailer and the film this month. So what are your plans apart from Mission Majnu promotions?
Is to release it on 20th of Jan. Hopefully it all goes by plan now. Well, I think it's exciting every time to present a film, and this time I think it's after many years. Probably it's on my birthday month, so hopefully that's my gift to all of my fans, is to entertain them on the 20th of Jan.
Hi, Monica.
Thank you.
Yeah. Netflix, of course, is starting the year with a bang with Mission Majnu. What else can we expect from 2023?
I think we are very excited that, like you rightly said, starting with a bang with Mission Majnu. We have a lot of big series and films coming. We have amazing creators and talent coming. I think we are starting with Mission. We've already announced Archies, which will also come later this year. We have Rana Naidu. We have a very powerful series coming actually this, what's the date today? Today is 9th. Yes, on 13th. We have a series called Trial by Fire, which is a very powerful series on the Upar cinema tragedy, which happened in Delhi. And we have Guns and Gulabs by Rajan DK. We have Vishal Bhardwaj's Khufia. And a lot of, I could, Hansal Mehta's Scoop. So a lot of amazing sort of films and series that are coming, a lot of non-fiction, some very powerful documentaries. But I think today is about Mission Majnu, and I'm just really happy that this really powerful film is going to open the original film slate for us this year.